but you're going to find consistency using silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do, and you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong, and you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again, forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win, and you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process.
If you put the work into learning this, you do deserve it. Because there's no industry like this. It's so easy, you can fail immediately. It's so hard, but yet you can win overnight. There's nothing like this business. So if you have put the time in, or are willing to put the time in, you're a new student, you're a new trader, you are a new hotshot on the block. Your system rocks. Stick around, kid. Even if you're profitable, and something will happen. Either you'll go into a tailspin because you'll believe this internal dialogue that this can't go on forever and I don't deserve it. This can't be real. I should be out there swinging a hammer. I should be out there digging in the pits as a plumber. I should be out there doing things, getting dirty. I shouldn't deserve to live a lifestyle like this. Only you can change that thought process, and you need to do it today.
Alrighty, good morning, boys and girls. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Let me know in the chat. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hit the like button if you'd be ever so kind. Don't be shy. Grab your coffee, kick off your shoes, get comfortable, stay a while. Make yourselves a home, chat. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Nika? What's up, Rex? Hindsight King, Sugar Dandy, J-Can, Safixto, Vish Trades, Benny, Conrad, Kookie, what's up, man? Marbra, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and jump in to the charts. We got about 90 seconds here until market opens up. Let me go ahead and turn the background music down a little bit. We'll take a gander at some things. All right, so looking first at the economic calendar, boys and girls. We don't have any news today. It is NFP protocol this week, so no news today. But obviously NFP is coming down the track on Friday, so typical NFP protocol is, Monday through Wednesday trading with a little bit higher expectations. The day before NFP would be kind of the day to be a little bit on your toes, maybe risk off as far as that goes. But otherwise, we got PMI on Tuesday. This ADP non-farm event, they changed this to an orange folder. That's interesting for Wednesday. And then obviously NFP on Friday. So that is the economic calendar, boys and girls, for today. Nothing that we got to worry about as far as 10 a.m. news or anything like that. Now jumping into the actual chart itself, a couple things here. So first off, we did get this pushed down here to this 4-hour gap here overnight, and 1-hour gap as well. But this is the 1-hour gap that we were trying to short into on Friday, and it did end up leaving it, unfortunately. Was able to catch a little bit of a win trading back toward it, but was only able to get a couple partials off. There's the opening bell. So it left it, boys. It left this gap until, well, the 6 a.m. hourly candle. So right now we see price potentially looking to find some support off this, but we are, if you drop down to the 1 hour, we're kind of in between some PD arrays. We'll see what we want to do with this hourly. Looks like maybe we could just, because of this rejection, maybe looks like we could just displace quickly above it. We'll see. But right in between two PD arrays here, hourly bearish and hourly bullish gaps. The new week opening gap is right here, which we're basically trading inside of at the moment. And if we jump up quickly to the daily, this is what the daily chart is looking like. Right. So on ES here, daily inefficiency that we have now traded down into as well. The NQ chart looks a little bit, I don't know, a little bit grosser, more gross, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of just where we're at. So we'll see where this wants to go today. Gonna just play it as it lies, boys. Play it as it lies. We'll see. We're trapped in between two PD arrays, so let's see which one wants to hold. What respects, what disrespects, where do we want to go? We're really close to that 28,000 hold number here on the NASDAQ. We'll see if price maybe wants to go make a run up for that hold number or not. But ES right now is holding this hourly bearish, and NQ is as well. So we'll see. Recent sell side would obviously just be this wick from 6 a.m. 6:51. So we'll mark that out and we'll keep an eye on things, boys and girls. See what we want to do today. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well, man. Good morning. Welcome in. Hope everybody's doing well. The poll in the chat, what do we got going on here today? 60% of the chat is bullish. Oh, gosh. Extremely tilted in the chat this morning. Really bullish. So that must mean we're going lower. We have to be dumping with that, right? Way too many people, way too bullish, right? I think that makes sense. I guess we'll see. The war has officially started again. Well, I saw a headline this morning. What was the headline here? That the Strait was being opened again. This thing is like we've been talking about. It's literally the hokey pokey at this point. You close the Strait, you open the Strait, you close the Strait again. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. But yeah, what does it say? U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent says that the U.S. is opening the Strait of Hormuz 17 minutes ago. Senator Tim Scott says Congress is making real okay, that's crypto related. Yeah, so we're back for more, boy. We're back for more. Oh, man. Good morning, Big Head Reef. Good morning, Scott. What's up, Ben? Good morning. Dude, I miss you too, bro. See, that's the thing, Ben, is I was hoping to see that message, and here you are. What's up, Attican? Adam ICT Trades. What's up, man? Good morning, guys. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Welcome officially to the first full week of trading in May. I know a lot of you guys are excited to get April done and out of the way with, man. April was crazy. April was crazy, mainly because we just had the most insane pump on like week 3. But yeah, look at this monthly candle, dude. From April. Just absolutely a behemoth, man. Insane. Who would have thought, guys, who would have thought the war would have been such a positive thing for the market? Goodness. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? This must be how Nancy Pelosi feels when she insider trades with war contracts. What's up, Manny? DeLucas, good morning. What's up, Blue 60? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Back to it another day. Living the dream, boys. Yeah, we got Dow Jones. I mean, Dow Jones. It's interesting. If you guys remember last week, it was like Dow Jones was probably the cleanest asset to trade, if I'm being totally honest. Relative to, and honestly, NQ is probably the least clean. So we'll see if this week's any better. But yeah, Dow Jones, I would say it looks the weakest right now. NQ probably looks not far behind it, but we'll see. Otherwise, man, yeah, regular trading hours. We do have this new day opening gap from Thursday to Friday. Hasn't been traded back into yet. Below the 651 level. I guess we'll see, boys. Good morning, Jesus is King. Good morning, good morning. Anytime we are saying Dow is the cleanest, that's how you know the price action is ass. I know, boys and girls. It's like, oh, man. You know, it's... We've been keeping a very close eye on it, though, I would say, this year. Just in terms of, like, forward testing. So, you know, that could be... You know, you would like to always, as a trader, if you could help yourself to be able to position yourself in the best asset, right? It's just hard to know all the time what that's going to be, because it can change as well, right? Like you could take a trade on what you think is the weaker or the stronger asset, and then it could flip. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of the only other kicker about it. But obviously, in an ideal world, you'd like to be positioned in the cleanest and weakest or strongest, depending on what you're doing. What do I think about No News Mondays? I don't mind No News Mondays when we have like high impact news coming that week, such as either NFP, CPI. Those are kind of the main two, but yeah, I don't mind No News Mondays on these days. Yeah, lots of imbalances we need to go back to. We've had that, though, Big Head Reef. That's the thing. We've just been leaving them, man. So it's obviously at some point it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Some point it'll happen. Knowing our luck, it'll happen on a random night during Asia session. Right when Barron Trump gets in position. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, not really doing a whole lot here, to be honest. We obviously did get a down close candle here on the first 5 minutes. We traded back up to that 930 opening price here. It looks like with this current wick. See how this first 15-minute wants to close. Yeah, the hourly bearish is holding for right now, but Dow Jones is already trading below these equal lows here. Yeah, Dow Jones leading the way to the downside. It's been leading the way though for like the last week. Either direction too. What's up, Javaz? You like those relative equal highs on ES? Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind this either. It's kind of just a wait and see right now. I just, you know, if this hourly wants to hold, right? And then we get some strong rejection. I definitely just think that like this sell side and that new day opening gap from last week maybe could be in play. We'll see. Like that new day opening gap is resting right here at about 630s. Right? So I don't think that'd be asking too much, to be honest. Let's just go, well, it's the monthly open as well, so I guess we can just leave it marked like that. First 15 close in 5 minutes. Trade sync working? I don't know. I haven't actually put a trade on yet today, but I did have to reestablish my connections, which is something that you have to do most weekends. But yeah, I reestablished my connections. I think everything looks fine as of right now. We'll find out if I put a trade on and something doesn't work. But yeah, if you are using Trade Syncer, guys, just to be safe, it's always good to just delete the connection, re-add them. It takes like 2 minutes, not even. So it's always just good. That the only time I've ever had any issue is when I don't do that. I'll have an issue with like some of my follower accounts. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. I guess we'll find out if I put a trade on. Apex support. I think, didn't they just put out an email this weekend about support? I think they did. Let me check. I want to say they just put out an email saying that they're upgrading it. See if I can find it here. Here we go. Yeah, so yesterday, right? Yesterday, they put out this email. Excited to announce Apex Trader Funding has transitioned to a new high-performance support platform designed to provide you with faster and more efficient assistance. So they got a new customer support email. Okay, so add this email. I didn't even do this. Add this email to your safe senders list or address book. So everybody should have gotten this email yesterday. Sounds like they're upgrading that, which is good. Yeah, you gotta have some prompt customer support these days, boys. Come on, who doesn't love great customer service? You gotta have it. You gotta have it. It's essential. You gotta have it. Difference between TRADEIFY Select and Growth. Couple things. The main difference that you're going to find with the actual eval itself is just that the Growth is a one-day pass. The Select has a 40% consistency rule, so you cannot pass the Select evaluation in 1 day. So some people just want to do 1 day pass. If that's important, go with the growth. But then if you pass a select evaluation, your choices between the two accounts are flex or daily payouts. I would say most people like the flex. It's probably the, I guess the most plain and simple and straightforward plan. Compared to like the daily has a little bit more rules baked in, obviously because it's daily payout. So you got, tighter restrictions on that account, but most people I would say probably do flex. But I do have a video on my YouTube going over the differences between both of the funded account options if you want to check that out. But yeah, I would say, the main thing is just the growth is 1 day pass. And yeah, no activation fee on either one of those. Joel, yes, I believe it is right now. I think they're running some promotion with the lifetime, or I'm sorry, the not the lifetime, the legacy accounts, the intraday trailing drawdown accounts. But I don't know how many people are choosing the intraday accounts over the end of day. I would assume most people are choosing the end of day. Time to short? Oh gosh, I don't know about that. NQ's kind of flipping here. This first 15-minute candle is going to close, and it's looking like it's going to close above this down close. So to me, that looks a little bit more bullish. But we'll see. Dow Jones is still going lower here. Kind of out of sync a little bit. TradeSync removed all your imported contracts. Now you can't import them again. No, my TradeSync is not down. My contracts are still on. If you're having that issue, I don't know, maybe try like clearing your cookies and cache. I don't know, see if that helps. That sounds odd though. I don't have that issue going on. Well, yeah, boys, this 15-minute candle closed like shit, huh? First 15-minute candle closed like absolute dog doo-doo. I got a belly full of white dog crap in me. And now you lay this shit on me? This house is a fucking prison. Oh. I will fill a pillowcase full of bars of soap and beat the shit out of you. Made the first presented. You guys are wanting me to drop down to the 1 minute. I don't know what the fuck this chart wants to do right now. Sorry, excuse my language, but I don't know really what we want to do at this very second. So I feel like the 1 minute could just be a lot of noise. But yeah, where is our first presented? Is it finally here? That's crazy. It took 11 minutes to print that. 12 minutes. Oh boy. Oops. Yeah, see what macro wants to do here in a few minutes. In longs, Kookie, you dirty dog. Yeah, I know. We got the 4-hour gap here. 4-hour, 1 hour gap below, 1 hour gap here. Obviously, trading above this would be a great sign for, in my opinion, just continuation longs. Maybe that 28,000 whole number. Hourly candle doesn't close for 13 mins. What's up, Rinks? Yeah, so now it's interesting flip here. It looks like now NQ, which looked like the second weakest initially off the open to the Dow. Now it's actually the strongest, I would say. Dow starting to come up for air a little bit. So our SMT, we do have SMT down here at these lows here with Dow. Name of the background song? I don't know. It's just random. Well, the song just changed. I don't know. I don't know what was just playing. It's literally just random. I'll give you guys. Hang on here. This is literally. I just used this lo-fi playlist. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. It's like the only thing that doesn't give you copyright on YouTube. Is it too loud, by the way? I think it's good. I can barely hear it. It's the playlist that I make love to. Yeah, you know, what can I say? Either I'm doing the lovemaking or the lovemaking is happening to me via the market. But either way, it's always a good time. Really brings everything full circle. Well, I don't know if I'd say automatically bullish, right? You could have a bias that could support a new high, which I think we definitely are open to. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's like an automatic, has to happen type of a thing. Who's to say that this hourly gap wouldn't respect, and then we see price maybe come down, tag this low, and then still ultimately hold that 4-hour gap, right? We're gonna have a 4-hour gap close, or a candle close, sorry. We're gonna have a 4-hour candle close here in 10 minutes, so could that happen? Sure. Would we like to just see this hold and just probably push to new highs? Yes. I would just feel better about it if we can inverse here, right? Then nothing's really stopping that move up, in my opinion, and we got that confirmation. So we'll see. We are in the macro now, boys. We are in the macro. Let's see what this wants to do. Obviously, pretty wicky. I mean, pretty strong wicks, both sides here, this opening range so far. SMT had the low with Dow. Both of these lows have been wiped out on Dow Jones. Yeah, here's the SMT on Dow. Yeah, we're still in this new week opening gap too. Yeah. All right, we'll see, man. Okay, this is a 5-minute. Let's see if this is bullish. I think this should find some support here on the 5 and the 15. Doesn't look as hot. We'll see here. We're just not really. It's not really too convincing, is it? No displacement, really. The kill zones, yeah. So what is it? Asia 8 to midnight, London 2 to 5 is for the kill zones. And then New York is 9:30 to 11. PM session is 1:30 to when does that end actually? I'm usually not trading too much past, like I don't really trade past 2 o'clock ever. 3 o'clock. Oh, shit. We'll see, though, man. I think in a perfect world, like, if this is really, truly bullish, you would think it would support here. But yeah, so the hourly candle will close here in 5, and this is kind of the, right? It's like, how do you view this now if this ends up holding, right? This hourly bearish gap. Hard to be like super gun-ho for longs, I feel like. So we'll see how this hourly and 4-hour candle wants to close here in 5 minutes. Literally like no follow through whatsoever up here above these highs. Wick rejections here on the 5. And yeah, we're just holding this new week opening gap. Like our life depends on it. Still streaming and doing content 5 years from now? Fuck, I don't know, dude. We'll see. I can't see the future. 5 years from now, though? Five years from now? In the big 2031? Streaming, I don't know about streaming. Content, probably. But maybe we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? I'll have to consult with my doctor, and I'll have to be like, hey, I want you to monitor my cortisol while I'm live streaming and reading the chat sometimes. And the doctor might say, hey, listen, it's in your best interest. You better take a seat. You know, never know. We'll see. But yeah, maybe get drafted to World War III first. Yeah. Maybe I'll be elected to office and I'll just start insider trading. All things on the table, boys. Alrighty, well, we're coming to the close of the hour here in 2 minutes. And yeah, we'll see. It's kind of looking like it might give us the inversion on NQ, but not on ES. Maybe. Which isn't like my favorite thing in the world. Yeah, YM is basically almost back to the opening price here. We are supporting off this OB for now. Last minute of the hour. Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how much confidence I'll have if ES doesn't also. But yeah, huge wick here on the 4-hour candle. Huge wick. Yeah, I'm afraid my wick is not quite that size. It would be nice though. Dang, all right. So we end up closing this hourly candle here above the new week opening gap as well. So yeah, here we're in a situation where we have the inversion on NQ and we don't have it on ES. I do like that close though. So yeah, I mean the 4-hour, 1-hour looks, I mean, just look at that wick. Just look at that thing. It's just so like messy in here. See if we can find maybe a continuation to get us to London 956, maybe 966 at external high. See what this wants to show us here. What's chat feeling right now? Higher or lower? So yeah, this OB did sponsor a new high here. Is that it or no? So here we got hourly immediate rebalance. 1 minute gap here. Yeah, what a messy opening range, though. That's actually god-awful. Yeah. Inversion to the downside. We'll see here. I wouldn't mind like trying a continuation long here if we can get closure back up above here and create a bearish OB. Or a bullish OB, sorry. And then maybe try that. Above this opening price, right? Try to see this hourly candle, look for expansion. Go for something like this. Otherwise, we'll see. I mean, realistically, it could like wick all the way down to this rejection block on the hourly if it wanted. All right, let's see here. If we close back above here, I'm going to treat this like a bullish order block, and I'm going to go for longs. What time is it? 10:03, 10:04. Flipping this gap back and forth. Might not be ready. Might not be ready. Doesn't look like she's ready. Yeah, there is a lot of sell side here on the NQ chart. I just wonder if we get there because Dow Jones already wiped all this out. Maybe we come take it out on NQ as well. But yeah, immediate 10 a.m. open. We drive wick above the previous hourly high. And we're looking fairly sharp back down here on the 1 minute. Here's the 5, pretty messy. Here's the 5 minute. 15 currently. Here's a 15-minute OB tag here. Well, I guess we wait, boys. I'm not in anything at the moment, guys. Haven't taken anything yet. We'll see what price. I mean, we're still kind of waiting to see. I'm not too convinced one way or the other. I did like the hourly closure we got on NQ above the 1 hour bearish gap. We did get a nice closure above the new week opening gap here. We're right back inside. So we'll see. The hourly gap did not get the inversion on ES, which is kind of the only thing that would maybe also justify a short move. So we're waiting to see what this wants to do here off this. If this continues to just hold bullish order flow, right? 4 hour to 1 hour to the 15 to the 5, then I don't see a reason to jump ship and try to short this yet. But yeah, she's been a little on the messy side this morning so far. A little on the messy side, boys. shit. Woo! Humana. What the? Scamwick on MNQ chat? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Scammeroo wick. We didn't quite spike down that far on E-mini. Jeez. Here we go, I guess. Damn. Well, did anybody get scammed out of that or what? Let me know. Anybody get scammed out of that? Jeez. Bro, I don't... Yeah, dude, it's crazy. MNQ with these scam wicks. It's actually insane. It's actually insane. It makes you feel like you're never safe. Glad I was not in anything there. Holy shit. Yeah, the previous 5-minute candle close, I wasn't... We'll see, man. It's just, I could kind of make... I really don't know. But as we just see, like, candles print, right? Like, I don't know. It's just tough to say, but... Yeah, maybe we see these lows here. Can't call it. I can't call it. I can't call it. I'm not going to pretend like I can. I know what we need. 15-second chart. When in doubt, do anything but zoom out. Oh my goodness. You got hit with the scam wick on Friday, Cash? I know, dude. What's up? I don't... MNQ doing that is, it is a little bit of a worry. I don't like that. Luckily, I've only been on the wrong side of a scam wick. Well, the one time I got break even, and then it went to TP. And then the one time I got scam wicked out for a loss. Yeah, so here's where I was saying, like, we could come down as far as like that hourly rejection block here, right? Because that's where the SMT is, right? Dow Jones is where that low got ran out, and now we've done that, right? So we've taken that, we've hit this rejection block on the hourly. This is obviously moving up pretty quick. I think I'm gonna stick with that same idea. If we can get a closure above here, try to maybe do this. It's a 1.45 to London kill zone high. Just the external high would get you like a 1.7. See if we get that. See if we could get that, man. That'd be nice. It's not it's not much, but it ain't much, but it's honest work. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop the limit now. See if we can get a fill here. There we go. All right, guys, I'm in there at 897. Gonna try to go for the highs here. 956, 966. May have to be patient because we are outside the macro, so. This may be a hold it till 11 a.m. macro kind of a trade. Feel like you can't go break even with, well, it's still better to get break even than, you know what I mean? Like, it could just easily, when those scam wicks happen, like, we have no idea where it's going to stop. Like, it could just totally wipe out your trade. So, you know, it still makes sense to go break even at logical areas where you wouldn't want to see the trade return to your entry from. All right, here is the bullish fair value gap. So you can get a little better risk reward if you get entry here. Let's see what happens, chat. I want to see this 10 a.m. hourly candle now stay green. Take us to the promised land. If not, then, well, the condition is just really obviously quite gnarly, right? Please, everybody pray for no scam wicks. We don't want no scam wicks here. Yeah, ES kind of starting to lead the way a little. New 15-minute candle just opened. Yeah, we'll see here, chat. I mean, obviously, if this gap fills, we're probably fact, but it looks fine, man. I'm just looking here at the higher time frames, and I mean, ES is just kind of starting to lead the way here. which is fine. We're a lot closer to these external highs on NQ than we are on ES. So I'd be pretty surprised if ES somehow beat NQ to these highs, but I guess we've seen crazier things happen. Yeah, hit the like button for no scam wicks, boys. No scam wicks. We can't afford no scam wicks today. We avoided this. We avoided this scam wick. That's good. Now we need no more. $6 a.m. I'm not sure. There was some Strait of Hormuz headlines again this morning. I see this one on Forex Factory. 2 missiles hit a U.S. warship near Jask Island after it ignored Iran's warnings. So maybe that was it. At this point, who knows? It could just be Baron pressing buttons again. I don't know. ES running here. Come on, NQ. Took the YM long. Where's YM at? Oh. Well, YM's catching up in a hurry, too. Guys, maybe we just need to trade everything but the NASDAQ. Maybe is that the sign that we're getting, like, with these scam wicks? Are we just getting, like, maybe we just need to trade ES and YM exclusively? Do we need to retire NQ for a couple of months? Give it a little breather? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Jeez. We all love the NQ. That's the thing. That's the thing. I know, but I'm saying even with the delivery, right? Like, we're getting YM and ES beating NQ to delivery both sides. It's like kind of frustrating. Let's see here, 1022. Can we get the 1020 pump? Market want to give us the old 1020 macro pump? That'd be nice, dude. ES is 266, 267. We're about to hit that true day open. There it is. So ES just now tagging that true day open here. Excuse me. The logic behind the long 4-hour bullish fair value gap supporting a higher move here. SMT at the lows with Dow Jones at the open. Dow Jones swiped these out. 1 hour bullish gap inverted to the upside. This hourly candle traded down, hit this rejection block, came back up. I want to see this hourly candle distribute higher now. So I'm using this breaker and bullish FEG as my entry to go long here. Stop down here below here. So we'll see. Get a little bounce off the high of this new week opening gap as well. We'll see. Maybe he doesn't want to give it in this hour. But that's the logic behind the long here. Well, no 1020 pump. If I'm well, what do you mean by lagging? I'm not dropping any frames, so if it's glitching out, it's probably on your end, Rinks. Yeah, I'm not dropping any frames. Everything looks fine here, connection-wise. There is a little delay on YouTube, if that's what you mean. I think it's like 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm not dropping any frames. My connection says it's perfect. $10.20 dump. Don't say that, left trades. Don't say that. We need the pump. We need the pump. Yeah, I just hope I hope True Day Open on ES wasn't the high of this move, because that would be unfortunate. My nose is red? I don't know. Call me fucking Rudolph. I actually don't know. Is my nose red? Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to lead Santa's sleigh to all-time highs. Welcome, Oscar. Yeah, we're just chilling here, bro. We got 10:30 incoming in 3 minutes. We'll see if we can get some movement. NQ just not moving. What's my take on claims that say ICT doesn't work? Every strategy works. Every strategy doesn't work. I've won with every strategy and I've lost with every strategy. All strategies work if you're a trader that can make it work. I mean, I think the whole strategy conversation gets overblown. It's really just rage bait, clickbait, engagement farming. Like, there is no such thing as a one-size-fits-all strategy that always works for everybody. If you have shit risk management and shit discipline, you're just not going to make any... you're going to lose money with every strategy. You know? So... yeah, I mean, it really doesn't matter what you trade, if I'm being honest. Like, there's probably somebody out there that has found a way to, like, have some sort of an edge just by, like, coin flipping the opening bell. You know, there's probably somebody out there. I don't know if that strategy would sell very well, but maybe it would. Well, yeah, 10 a.m. is looking like dog shite. I mean, I did say we would probably maybe have to be patient on this trade, but damn. 30 minutes later. 30 minutes later, we're still at the entry. Hmm, 10:30. Well, at least Dow Jones is pushing a new high. So that's fun. Dude, Dow Jones is ripping right now. NQ, get your head out of your ass. Look at Dow Jones here. Ah! Brother in Christ. Yeah, I think we're in the wrong asset again, boys. NQ is like you just be in anything other than NQ and your ideas will be just fine. My dog's making some noises. I think he's sometimes when he sleeps he kind of like barks in his dreams. I think we're good. All right, let's see here, NQ, you dirty dick. You dirty dog. Is Bitcoin moving nice? Tight. All right, we're back at entry, boys. Stop was in the right spot, apparently. That's good. No scam wick. Knock on wood. Post 10:30. Let's see if we can finally get a move. Break even for me. I'll probably just go like this true day open. Don't really got a whole lot of room here above these highs. Boys, ES and Dow. What are we? I'm in longs and I have FOMO on the longs because I'm not in ES or Dow. Like, what is this? Guys, look at Dow right now. Like, bruh, if this like doesn't deliver, I might just have to either A, kill myself, or B, never trade NQ again. No option C. Hmm. It's just so funny to me that we were having this conversation earlier this morning about, I'm like, yeah, you can trade the stronger or the weaker asset, but then like it'll flip. Like, bro, Dow was by far the weakest asset, and now it's the strongest. Like, it's actually insane. And NQ is about to make a fella maybe crash out. Don't you dare get your ass under. All right, I think I know what we need. I think I know what else might help. All right, boys. If this doesn't go now, it ain't ever going. There's absolutely no way that this can't go now. Too much good karma. Way better than the magnet, by the way. Way better than the magnet. All right, guys, 10:39. Come on, boys. All right, boy. So we just cleared out these equal highs. And I really hope this doesn't just dive off a cliff. Not exactly the reaction I would have wanted to see. Hit this little 1 minute gap. Got Dow retracing a little bit now, huh? ES still stair stepping. New high. Yeah, I may go break even here as well. I think if it comes back to my entry, I mean, this is just so slow and choppy that just take me out. I'll show you guys. Look at Dow here on the fit. This is the only thing that's like starting to look a little bit worrisome. So if I show you guys my top monitor here, Dow's on the left here. This is the 15-minute. Swipe this high. We're kind of getting a quick retracement here, but we're flipping strength again. So hopefully you can just follow through. Re-entry, I don't know about that. There's just not a lot to work with here, if I'm being honest with you. We're not even in the macro yet, so hopefully the macro can bring us home. Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. Already lost by the scam wick. This one? Or, no, this one, sorry. Yeah, we needed every inch of our stop there, pretty much. My stop was basically just had these candle body lows. Just because my logic is just like, all right, none of this, like, this would all have to fail for me to get stopped out. And it held. By the hair of my chinny chin chin. Delete the flag. I don't support children killers, but I'm just negotiating with the market. It's called humor. Try it. Let me save some of you guys a lot of time. If you're a little vajayjay that gets offended by words in jokes, this probably isn't the place for you. Tampons are on aisle 4. I'd recommend that. Oh. Alrighty, we're above true day open. Our 10 a.m. candle, knock on wood. Eventually, finally, going according to plan. A little heat? We took a lot of heat on that. Goodness gracious. Macro, well, we're not even in the macro yet. 46. New 15-minute just opened up. Is there any 5-minute gaps being left? No. There's a deeper one on ES, but it would have to retrace all the way back to the hourly open. And if it does that, bro, we're cooked. Yeah, like I said, boys, if I can't hit TP with this bribery here, no magnet, paid my taxes, we know where those taxes are going, right? Like, if I can't get some good juju with that, well, that was a poor choice of words. I don't mean Jew like Jewish person. I mean like juju like J-U. I should clarify so nobody thinks I'm being racist. But yeah, if I can't get some good karma with this, I don't know what I can get good karma with, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because I know the magnet never works. The magnet never works for me, boys. Every time I put that magnet on, it repels price. It doesn't work for me. We got to get creative here. That actually was pun unintended, but as soon as I said it, I realized what I had said. So, yeah. Please don't hurt me, Masad. I'm not. Don't hurt me. I come in peace. All right, boys, we got the macro incoming shortly. Please be friendly. Don't reject this true day open here. Come on, come on. Yahoo approving this trade. Now we're set. I feel good about this now. Let's go. Let's go. Three minute here. as far as imbalances left behind. All right, guys, macro's gonna be getting started here. Come on, come on. We did leave a 5-minute gap behind it as well. I'll mark that up. Oops. Little 5-minute gap-a-roo here. I'm not deleting the flag. Ever since I put the flag on the chart, it actually started going to my TP, so hush. I'll look at the Discord here, Squeebs, in a little bit. I need closure on this trade. I need to see it do something here. Please, God knows. Please, Benjamin Netanyahu, if you're listening, please do not scam Wick. Unless it's a scam Wick to the upside. Yeah, we'll take a peek though in a little bit. Now that we're in the macro, we should see some movement. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Wait. Best top tick ever? All right, I'll take a look in a little bit. We'll watch together, boys. Let's see what happens here. What do you guys think? TP or break even? Great artwork. Uh-oh. Yes, sir. Why do I look like that? Listen, how come every time somebody makes an AI picture of me, they make me have Down syndrome? Anyone? Oh my God. Please, please no scam wicks. My little heart can't take that. Yeah, we definitely wicked down a little bit deeper on MNQ for sure. You got filled with the scam wick? Yeah, 5-minute gap. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, the 5-minute, if you're looking at the 5-minute candle closures, it's like perfect rejection off of New York midnight, which is kind of like a little bit like, eh. You know what I mean? A little bit like, eh. It's going to flush. Take it back. Take it back. It's going to pump is what you meant. Close it? Absolutely not. Ride or die, boys. Ride or die. Oh no. Ah. Whoa, come on. Oh, Jesus. That's not what I meant. Oh, no. Benjamin Netanyahu, if you can hear me, NQ is very close to having a nuclear weapon. I fucking hate it here. Scam, scam, scam. I ain't paying my taxes next year. Fuck ya. That's what I get. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. True Day Open, boys. True Day Open held like a freaking champ on the 5-minute. I hate it here. When everybody else holds for 3 hours, they make $400,000 in a day. When I hold for 4 hours, I get break even stopped. All right, I'm out break even, chat. I'm out break even. That's so annoying and sad. No, the flag didn't ruin anything. The flag saved us. Now, if it goes to TP, then we'll say maybe otherwise, but if it saves a loss, then it is what it is. We shall see, man. I was just about to say, I'm like, dude, the macro is moving just as bad as it was like middle of the hour. At least I'm not red like you. I guess that's a good point. Yeah, I guess I'd rather be break even than the red, but goodness gracious, dude. Like, hold for, you know what I mean? Just when you hold this long, it's like you'd like to hit your TP. You know? And yeah, it wasn't a scam wick. Looks like we went to the same area here on, yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah, we'll look at Discord here quick. I'm sorry, I want to see if this blows through and the break even stop saves us. This is the one thing that I was concerned. Remember I said I'm like, we're probably chopped if ES decides it wants to pull back for that hourly open. So here's the hourly open retest as well as a 5-minute that was unfilled. So I don't know if we catch a bounce here or not, but I just want to see what this does. Obviously not looking great. New hour just opened up. Crazy, bro. Yeah, true day open, literally the high of this move here. All right, so good break even, man. She's flushing now. Holy shit. Good break even, but what a tease, boys. What a tease, huh? Oh, humana. All right, let me grab a screenshot quick here. Let me grab the old screeny shot. Holy wick, bro. That's insane. Get out of here. Gosh. Bro, that'll be insane if this just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? All right, let me check the Discord here. What's going on? Yeah, look. Why does you guys literally give me like, I don't even know what this is. This is not even Down syndrome. This is like if Down syndrome had a Down syndrome. Oh. Mayday in the UK. Mayday. What's going on here, Cookie? Longs. What happened? You stopped out here? Did you even get that? Did it hit that structure? Oh yeah, I took out these highs. Did you TP, Cookie? You might have hit TP on this. Didn't get you? Nice. All right. Well, let's see, guys. In the main trading or trade recaps channel, if you guys can drop your trade executions if you feel ever so inclined. Yeah, I took this on ES. Nice. Yeah, NQ is just honestly such a pain in the butt. NQ is such a pain in the arse lately. And now look at this, bro. Come on. Give me a break. NQ, what happened here, Felix? What happened here, Felix? Why do you guys leave me hanging? I need to see how these things end. TP 826. Nice, boys. Yeah, check this out. Let's see this. I have no idea what this is, but proof that I can move the market. Best top tick trade of the year. Let's see. Oh shit. Is it short? No, it's not a short. That's funny. Hell yeah. Ah, my goodness. Yeah, boys, break even for me. Break even. Let me know what you guys got. Let me know what you guys got in the chat. Are you guys break even? Did you guys take some losses today? Did you guys... Some of you guys looks like you got some TPs up here. Yeah. You got depression? Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good trade. Like I said, the logic behind the long here this morning was that we were getting a lot of rejection and support off this 4 hour, right? And then the hourly after 9 a.m. hourly candle, we got this hourly inversion to the upside. And then we had to be extremely patient, right? Because it opened up. It opened up. Here, I'll show you guys the 15. So it opened up the 10 a.m. hour. We wicked down. We end up actually wicking into the hourly rejection block here, as well as this 15-minute bullish order block. So once we had that, and then we got on the 1 minute here, some nice displacement back up, bullish fair value gap, closure above here, using this as bullish breaker. So it's a kind of a bullish unicorn on the 1 minute. We're just wanting to see continuation in 10 a.m. hour, which we did get. And then obviously right at the very end of the hour, pulls all the way back here to the hourly open. Break even saves us from a L, but yeah, we don't take out London. We don't take out this external high on anything. So pretty choppy, man. Like if you look at the, let me delete the drawing here just to clean some of this up. Like this 15-minute chart just looks gaudy. Absolutely gaudy on the 15-minute. It would obviously be a pretty disappointing situation to see this like go to my target now. But it's just hard conditions to do much in this, you know what I mean? You're basically left in a situation where you're probably going to get break even stopped if you trail at all, or you just got to be willing to hold your risk on, you know, and give it a lot of room to breathe, which I don't know. Rather just let our system play out in better conditions, I suppose. But yeah, dude, kind of disappointed. Some of you guys are probably thinking, well, it's because it's a no news Monday, but I still would have probably expected a little bit better delivery, considering it is NFP week. But got 5 gray hairs. Yeah, I probably got 1 or 2 there. Why didn't you take anything off at midnight open? Because my plan was these highs, dude. Pretty simple. It's funny how you can ask, like, I get the question, all right? I do. But the thing is, boys and girls, you know, you can't just, everything can't be just be hindsight all the time. You know what I mean? Obviously, if I knew we were going to turn around here and not go higher to these highs, I would have taken it off. But I have no reason to think that. Right? So I executed my plan. I followed my plan. I went break even when it logically made sense to go break even. You know, trying to get a decent risk reward as well. Which I was still only aiming for. I'm not even aiming for 1 to 2 here. 1.75 R. The risk reward to New York midnight for me was not even a 1 R. Like, you know who? It's just, you know, that's just foolish. Hope that helps. A good vendor, Rhythmic TRADEIFY. I mean, I use TRADEIFY. I think a lot of people use TRADEIFY. I've never used wealth charts. I've never used Rhythmic either. So TRADEIFY would be my recommendation. If I drew OT on the price, took out OT high without filling 6.2, should I use a new high? Keep waiting for the retrace of 6.2. If I drew OTE and the price took out the OTE high. The way that I would utilize fibs would be based off the 50%. OTE doesn't always get offered. Especially like sometimes in New York AM session when it's a little bit more volatile. But the way that I would use fibs, we'll see if I can find a good example. We got a lot of retracements in here, so this might not be a good example to use because I can't find you one that, well, I'll show you this first. So like, obviously, like if you go from this low to this high, right, we retrace to discount of the range, and then we go put in a new high, boom, that's rebalanced, right? Do the same thing here, new low. Notice how this retraces to 50%, right? And then as we kind of extend this, you see that it does get to these OTE levels, right? But we're not in, or excuse me, sorry. This is post opening bell, right? So the way that I generally like to do this is if, and you're still reading price action here, notice how we trade to a new high here, but we wick it. I'll try to explain this so it makes sense. I don't want to be like confusing, but and there's no one size fits all. But what you want to see if you see this rebalance to 50%, and then this comes up and just like wicks these highs, to me that's not really like, I wouldn't take my fib and go from here to this 50% low, right? To me that doesn't make sense. So I would keep this here. And obviously we do get a deeper retracement. I'm not trying to like cherry pick this, but hopefully you guys can see just based off of like why you wouldn't view this with a whole lot of conviction and confidence right here, right? And obviously, like I said, today's action, it's just really choppy. This is the 1 minute chart. This is all of opening range here. This was extremely choppy. Let's see if I can find you guys like a better example. I mean, this is just a grind up here. Might have to go back to like last week's action to find you guys something. But I guess I'll say this here. Let me just draw it up. How I would normally view this, right? So if price is trending up, right? And let's say like on this leg here, so you got our 50% here, and then this goes to new highs. If I'm looking at my current dealing range, I would be then looking for, if anything, like rebalance here, right? But now let's say price like just gives like a shallow retracement and then just bursts to a new high, but we didn't rebalance, then I would just keep extending like this. And notice how like when you do stuff like this, you'll see that a lot of times what we end up doing is we engineer short-term lows or highs like just above or below that 50% area. And then a lot of times what you end up seeing, maybe like a macro or just before a macro, you'll see like this, right? You'll see like this big retracement, take out turtle soup this low. Maybe there's a gap in here that's unfilled. And then you get an OTE. And you can trade this if you're wanting to trade this, or wait for confirmation out of this area after this low gets taken. That's generally probably how a lot of us like to trade it is, you know, let us show that this is going to hold, give us like an OB, a CISD up out of here, and then we long it. But that is, hopefully this makes sense. But this is when I would like extend the fib or not, versus like if it rebalances like that. If it's rebalanced and we go to new highs, to me, we're working with a new dealing range then. Hopefully that makes sense. So, but you also want to keep an eye on like the time frames, right? That's why while we're trading here, I'm always saying out loud, like, all right, guys, new 15-minute here, new 30-minute here, etc. Like, you want to be keeping your eye on like when these candles close, like, all right, maybe take a peek back at the 15, maybe take a peek up even at the 30-minute and see like, all right, do we have a gap that we could pull back for as well? And a lot of times when you get these big retracements into those gaps and you're getting a little bit spooked out because you're on the 1 minute, we're just pulling back for that. And a lot of times we're pulling back for like an OT or like a rebalance of a range that we had just made. So you want to keep an eye on time as well. You feel me? What's up, crypto server? Oh, back from the gym, skipped out on New York Open. Hope everyone's green. Yeah, we got break even, man. Break even. We held this long for forever and a day. Went break even up here towards True Day Open, and then break even stop. Now we're selling off, so good break even. Wanted to get this London low and this external high at, or London high, an external high at 966. But we stopped just shy. Now we're going lower, and looks like pretty low resistance run here. So some of you guys might be in shorts. I've just been kind of yapping, going over some things, but Slap another trade. I guess. That's kind of why I'm poking around the time frames here. I'm seeing if like it would make sense to maybe join this move, but I don't know. This 15 doesn't look too bad. It's just, you know, I don't know. The conditions this morning have been what they've been, and I kind of feel like, I don't want to say like mentally exhausted from it, but it definitely doesn't feel like a whole lot of confidence. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I might just sit out the rest of the morning and then maybe see what afternoon wants to do. I mean, I don't disagree with you guys. The shorts, obviously, they're working right now. We'll see if they continue. They're working right now. This 15-minute bearish OB could be an area to keep an eye on here if you are looking to maybe join this. But, you know, I might just be all right with just taking my break even for the morning. To be honest with you. To be honest. But yeah, kind of sounds like there was a mixed bag in the chat. Some people were green, some people were red or break even. Did have a couple of scam wicks on the MNQ today. Sounds like if you were in longs like early today, this was a scam wick right here at 10:09 or 10:08 on MNQ that we didn't get this low purge on E mini. So some of you guys may have gotten swiped out on that. But then yeah, this was just a hold and eventual break even. We'll see if this wants to continue. Let's watch this. I'll watch this for a few minutes with you boys and girls. See if this holds. Wouldn't really want to see us if you are bearish. Oh, well, do we hit that 15 yet? No. Oh, we hit the low. Hit the low of the OB. Where's our new week opening gap low? It is right down there too, isn't it? Yeah, 787. Looks like she's going to print for you boys. Looks good. Higher time frame bullish. Wait, what? Higher time frame bias is bullish. You meant discount? Discount of what? Let the shorts work back down into premium. Oh, yeah. How to overcome the over-trading shit. I lost all my last week's profit. Well, you're going to need to exhibit some self-control. And that's probably the best answer I could give you. I mean, it's really, yeah, it's just really all it is. It's, you pay a price every time you overtrade usually. So eventually you blow up enough, you burn enough progress, and then you just, eventually you're like, I need to stop doing this. Otherwise I'm never going to be a profitable trader. And either you make the changes that you need to make, or you don't make them and you don't make any money. So I guess I'd just ask yourself that question, right? Like, what's more important, being right or making money? The reason that you overtrade is because you get pissed off and you want to be right about where the market's going to go, instead of like worrying about what actually makes money. And what actually makes money I saw a video actually on TikTok, or maybe it was Instagram Reels over the weekend, that I actually thought was like a good analogy. I've never heard this before, but this guy was saying that being a trader is a lot like being a cougar, more than like any other animal, because a cougar sits in the forest, like up in a tree. There's 787, by the way. And it waits, and it just says, all right, I'm not going to go chasing my prey today. I'm going to wait for the forest to just give me whatever it's going to give me, and I'm going to pounce when I have a good opportunity. And that's what a cougar does. It doesn't go hunt for its food. It waits for the food to come to it. And that's a lot like being a trader. A lot of people get on these charts and they try to hunt a setup. They try to find a setup. It's usually when you're doing that, there's not a good setup. If you have to like really look hard to find it. The best trades are the ones where you're just sitting here and it just jumps off the screen at you and you're just like, I would be an idiot not to take that trade. Right? And I thought that was a good analogy. I never heard that before. Randy Howell? I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, man, isn't it so funny? Like, this is exactly what we were like, all right. And it's so funny, too, because even ES, dude, we said, if you guys remember at the beginning of the stream, we're like, all right, yes, we're bullish off the 4 hour. And then I said, but can we get an inversion on the hourly to kind of confirm a little bit, you know, before just like YOLOing in longs? And then we noticed that ES hadn't inversed the 1 hour gap, but NQ did, right? And then ES does give this expansion above true day open. And then before the hourly closes, it still holds the hourly bearish gap. And now we're just flying lower to these lows. So you could say that the 10 a.m. hour was manipulating time. We're manipulating time. 660, well, 662 is the low on E-mini. It's 651 on MNQ. Say Geronimo. Say Geronimo. Holy shit. Advice for first eval. Your first one, huh? Oh, I would say... Oops. I would say... Don't be in a rush. Take your time a little bit. Divide your drawdown by like 6 to 8, meaning you'd have to lose like 6 or 8 trades in a row to blow the account. And then, yeah, just focus on good trades, good discipline in your process. Don't really worry too much about the P&L. And the P&L should come, but I wish you good luck, man. The first one's always the most fun. Yeah, we're selling now. Selling now, dog. All right, so, well. Oh, yeah, I forgot we were in a daily gap as well on ES. This daily gap as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll just see what happens when we sweep 651. That's also the new week opening gap. Oh, actually, no, we're below that, aren't we? What was the level? New day opening gap from Thursday, Friday. Monthly open at 630s. That was what was left unfilled, right? I will say, if we leave these lows, though, if we leave these lows and then get a retracement, perhaps that continuation short could be a good trade opportunity. But if we take out this low first, then probably looking back the other direction, right? Like, if this, then that. If this happens first, this could be a good opportunity to try these, to get this low, and vice versa, right? If we go here, you're probably looking up here. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. So I'll watch this. I need to hop off, though, now for a little bit. Real quick, boys and girls. So, yeah, one break-even trade for me today, unfortunately. But I will keep my eye on whatever happens here. So A or B, we'll see. We'll see. But hopefully most of you guys did all right today. It was pretty messy, obviously, for the opening range this morning. So if it was a poor morning for you, a red morning for you, don't beat yourself up too bad. These are tough conditions. Hopefully you managed risk. If you did not manage risk, you know, self-reflect, learn from it, and try to, you know, keep risk at the forefront, boys and girls. Wow, Dow Jones is already to the lows here. That's crazy, dude. Dow Jones is just beating us every direction. It's insane. It's insane, boys. We might have to just swallow our ego and just trade YM. Unbelievable. All right, boys. Hey, appreciate you. Hit the like button before you hit the dusty trail. It is NFP week, so the week is just getting kicked off, boys. We got more fireworks to come, I'm sure. But without further ado, enjoy your guys' Monday. I'll keep you guys updated on X and Discord if I take anything else today. And if you want to support the stream, keep them free. Consider using code Tyler with your prop firm account purchases. It also gives you the best available discount for your firm of choice. It is always much appreciated, boys and girls. And if I don't talk to you, for whatever reason, then I will see you guys back here at 9:15 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. All right, guys. Hey. Appreciate you. And yeah, we'll do more giveaways this week as well. Appreciate you, boys and girls. Hey, enjoy your Monday, guys. Don't be a degen. We'll see you tomorrow.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Charts on my playground, never ask you why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Now time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing shots on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.